Okay, what's up, guys? So today I'm joined by Anish, one of the lifestyle marketeer students. He's just come to give us his opinion and share his experience of being part of the lifestyle marketeer program. So first of all, what's up, Anish? How are you doing?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Good, man. Thank you very much for joining us. First things first, can you just tell us a little bit about you, who you are and where you're from and where you're currently living?
Yeah, so I'm Anish. Currently based out in Thailand, Bangkok. I'm a deputy head teacher of an international school here, and have been for I think 18, 19 months now. But originally from London, from the UK, and spent all my time teaching in the UK before moving out to Thailand, to sunny Thailand.
Nice. How are you enjoying Thailand? Good.
Yeah, love it. Yeah, it's wintry at the moment. It's a bit cold for me now. I'm getting used to the heat, but yeah, it's good. Love it here. Nice lifestyle, and it's all it cracked up to be honest, which is nice.
Good, man. So what, sorry, just to confirm, how long have you been there, did you say?
I came, so I think it's about 18, 19 months. I came August 2017, August 2017.
Awesome. All good. So what were the kind of problems, if any, that you were facing that kind of made you want to start your own business in the first place? You know, what were you trying to achieve by joining the Lifestyle Marketing Program?
I've been in education for about 12 years, and that's all I've done and all I've known. I like to think I'm very good at it, and hence the reason for coming out here and taking on promotional here. But I can go anywhere in the world and teach, and I can do that. That's great. But there's a lifespan to teaching, and I'm getting to the top end of my career now in terms of where I can go. So there is always a limit to how far I can go and what I can do. There's lots of other things I can do within education, but I was always thinking a bit more long term. My brother, a couple of years ago, started his own business as well. It's been flying over in the UK at the moment. It's doing really, really well, although he's working tremendously hard. In a few years' time, once that's really set up, he'll be able to reap the rewards of what he's been doing. So yeah, kind of him taking on that extra role and seeing it come to fruition has really been nice for me to see, and positive for him as well. And then I was just thinking about what else I could do potentially. I like learning, and I like learning new skills. And I think this was a new skill that I had no prior knowledge of, and it was nice to kind of have something that I can do in the background that I can learn at the same time as doing what I'm doing at the moment.
Yeah. So would you kind of go as far to say you kind of looked at the lifestyle marketeer as more of a personal development kind of side gig, really, to supplement your income while you were in Thailand? So is that fair to say?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, it started off certainly as that, and yeah, and it still is, because obviously my circumstances in terms of my work have changed here, and obviously I've got further promotions and things. So it was heading towards it not being, and then it's kind of taken a back step again. But it certainly is something initially that I wanted to see how while I'm out here. And I know you always said to me, while you're abroad and not in the UK, it's the best time to start your own business because of the lifestyle and the amount of time that you get. Going back to the UK and teaching and doing this would not work at this moment in time. So if I could get something off the ground that if I ever did go back, I could continue to do that, that would be really, really good. Yeah, certainly that would be the reason. You're probably right there.
Good. So kind of taking advantage of while you live abroad, you actually often have a much cheaper lifestyle than if you would live at home. So that was certainly the case for me. Whereas when you start a business, naturally, when you start anything, you're not really going to earn any money, and it takes time to build up to actually making some. Obviously, you've had fantastic progress, which we'll come back to shortly. But kind of capitalizing on that low cost of living where you are now, so that ultimately, when you go back to the UK, or if you go back to the UK, you've got that stream of income already from a business that you started building from abroad, right?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I know I can get a job in the UK because I know enough people now. But if we wanted a few months to settle back in, and there was a need to kind of not go straight into teaching again, there was always this. I could always have something to fall back on, which would kind of keep us ticking over, which is really, really good. So yeah, like you say, it's about building it, and I'm not too driven by money at this stage. I know for some people it might well be, but for me, which is probably I'm not putting much pressure on myself because it's not the be all and end all, but it's given me the opportunity to try and build something and take it as slow or as fast as I need to. So in that case, it's a lot of pressure off me, which means I can kind of just get on with the rest of my life and kind of continue with this as well.
Good stuff. So we're going to touch on that in just a minute. But first of all, how did you find out about the Lifestyle Marketeer program? And what did you first feel when you found out about it? How did it make you feel?
Yes, I saw a couple of your ads. I saw one of your ads. And I mean, I see all that stuff all the time. It's, Facebook is full of people who claim to make you rich and, make you loads of money and stuff. And what I liked about, I suppose, your approach was that you never promised anything. You just, I suppose you promised like a fantastic program and the resources and the skills that you need, but you never once said, you're going to be earning this much money in this many months, and I quite like that, because I don't believe that people can just give you money. You need to work for it, and I've always believed in that. So it was about finding something that I could have, which I could learn the skills that I needed to be able to go and do it myself. So yeah, you kind of touched a nerve, I suppose, when you talked in your videos about how you run and what you do. And I think that you're a family man and you kind of have that kind of similar lifestyle to what I have in here as well. And that kind of hit a nerve, I suppose, and kind of made me think, well, this could be interesting. So yeah, that kind of got me. And then I just sort of went through the videos and really liked what I saw. And I thought, well, it's an opportunity now. While I can do it, I need to grab it. Otherwise it could go. And then before you know it, I've forgotten about it. So yeah, that was the real reason why.
Awesome. So that leads us on nicely then. So how long have you been into how long have you been in the program now?
So it's coming next week. It's week 11, week 12 coming up to. So yeah, it's been about 11 weeks, just over 11 weeks.
Awesome. And what have your results been in terms of in that space of time, in terms of what's your current monthly revenue? How many clients have you got? What's your actual business look like now? Bearing in mind you went from nothing 11 weeks ago to this current point that we're at now. How's it looking?
Yeah, so 10 weeks. We set goals, and my 10-week goal, I think was to be earning $2,000 a month, which I thought was a little bit out there in terms of because of how busy I was here. But I managed to hit that, within, I think it was 10 weeks when I got so I got 3 clients now, each of them paying me $900 a month. So that came the first 2 came within. So the first one came within 20 days, I think 21 days, and the second one came a week after that. So then I was kind of cruising at that point, and then Christmas came around and I sort of took my foot off the gas a little bit. I went away for a few weeks, and then it got to January and I thought, right, I need to really knuckle down and remotivate myself. And then I started going at it again, and then 3 or 4 days after I've gone at it, I picked up the third one. That was sort of week 10. So yeah, it's been, I kind of went, there's many ways you can go with it, and I like that. And you can fit it around your work schedules. So, if you really want to get stuck into the Facebook and the Google stuff, you can do that. Or if you want to just go with the higher ticket things and, you're playing with bigger money, big amounts of money, then that's the angle I took because the amount of time I had. And that kind of paid off for me, which is really, really good. Awesome.
So fantastic progress, obviously, fantastic results. I know you're going to keep pushing forward. But in terms of what kind of effect has that sort of had on you and your life? Are you just kind of more, I know it wasn't massively about the finances for you, was it? But what's that kind of additional income meant to you? What's changed now for you?
Well, it just means that, even if I only had 1 client a month, that would make a massive difference to your lifestyle here, because, I'm flying home in a couple of weeks, and I can sort of fly home when I want, and I can spend 700 quid on a direct flight to the UK and not have to worry about it too much. And that's quite nice. So being able to go home a bit more often as well, because, we do miss home now and again, and we normally go home once a year, maybe. We just went to New Zealand at Christmas, and that was nice. So that kind of all helped. So we love to travel, love to go abroad. And I think that's just made it, we don't have to think about, we need extra money, or we need to save a bit this month. It's coming in as it's coming in. And that means it's given me the freedom to just go away and kind of do all the things that I wanted to do, and some. I still would have done them, but it's just made it a bit more easier. And also thinking about saving as well, because, we want to continue to save while we're here as well. Although we live in a really nice lifestyle, we will at some point go back, I'm sure, or go to another country. And I think it's important to start thinking about future savings and stuff as well. So it's given me opportunity to save a bit more each month as well, which is really, really nice.
So it's kind of eased any kind of pressure on your finances at all. I mean, I know you weren't sort of struggling with your current job, having a senior position in a school, but it's made things it's made things even easier for you. Less pressure. You can go abroad when you want. You can do all of these kind of things that much more easier, right?
Yeah, and that was it. I can still live a really good lifestyle here, but also then I'm not thinking, because I've been here for 18 months and I haven't really saved much because we just kind of could go away and do really, really nice things. So, which is the reason why we came here. But it just now means that I can, top enough flight back home, or I can put a bit of money away for future as well. And that's quite nice. That's quite a nice feeling. So the other thing has just made me happier, really, in what I'm doing, and knowing that I did the right thing by joining the program.
Awesome. So you've hit $2,700 in 10, 11 weeks. And what's your kind of next goal? Obviously that's a fantastic start, but looking forward, what are you hoping to achieve in the coming 1, 2, 3 months, 6 months? How's that look? And are you confident you're going to do it with the support that you get from the Lifestyle Marketeer?
Yeah, I mean, with the system that I'm running, that I could easily take on another 5, 6 clients, paying the same amount, if not more. And so I think my goal is to start charging more for my services. That's probably the first thing. But the way I'm doing, the way we're taught to do it, you can easily take on, 9 clients in doing the same thing, which is fantastic. So I'm now just, obviously with the service that I'm running, there is a lifespan to it. So I've got to keep going. I can't, if I stop for the next month, I will naturally lose the wastage of clients because I've run the service and there's no more I can do for them in that respect. So I've got to keep ticking on. So there's a thing about ticking on, but also trying to pick up as many as I can now. I know I've got the time to do it. Even though I'm really, really busy here, I've got the time to be able to run those because I know what I'm doing now. And you've given me the tools and the skills that I need to just get on and do it. And I'm having really good results with it. Although I picked up clients, I'm having really good results with them. So having results has made it easier to sell my services because I've got good reviews, I've got live results to show people. So when I'm on a call now, I'm not selling something I don't know about. I've got actual results behind me. So there is a real opportunity, I think, for me, if I pull my finger out, there's a real opportunity to continue to prospect and to continue to get more clients over the next sort of month. So although I'm going home in February for a week, I'm going to push on for the next couple of weeks. And then hopefully by March, I really want to have sort of 4 or 5, by the end of February, March time, another couple of clients, obviously losing 1 or 2 as well, but it just keeps me ticking over. But yeah, there is a real scope to kind of push on and drive it even more. But I also want to, because I haven't really dabbled in the Facebook stuff and the Google stuff. And I know if I want to continue to develop my skills, I've got to kind of go into that area. So I am thinking perhaps in the next few months of going into the Facebook ads part and the Google ads, because I think I just want to do it for my own kind of learning, really. Who knows where that would go. The reason I've gone this way is because of time saving. And it makes it easier because I just set stuff up and it runs itself essentially. But I do want to kind of dabble in other areas of the program, which I haven't really, although I know lots about, I haven't actually done it myself. So that's kind of an area I really want to push on next month and the month after.
Awesome. So you've actually really only been focusing on one area of what I've taught you, and that one area of LinkedIn, offering LinkedIn as a service to local businesses, has got you to where you are now, right? And you're quite confident over the next 4 weeks, you're hopefully gonna just about double what you're currently making, or at least increase by 60-70%. That's the goal. The goal.
Yeah, that's definitely the goal. And I think it's it's easily doable now with where I'm at in terms of the results I've got. I just got to keep going and not take my foot off the gas at any point. Because like you say, when you take 2 steps back, 1 step forward, 2 steps back, and you take your foot off the gas, and then kind of go back to square one again, and you lose motivation. It's very easy to, because you do. The great thing about this is that you've got a great group behind you. So, digital nomads are, it's quite a lonely place if you don't have people around you. But with this, you've got, with so many of us now who've just got so many different skill sets and knowledge and understanding. If you're not around, then I've got someone else who I'll call on from the group who I know will just be a kind of a little buffer for me. So that's the greatest thing about what we've got here, is that you don't feel lonely in what you're doing, because, you know, within about 2 minutes of you posting something on the Facebook group, someone has commented with some advice that might just, you know, make a difference. So
yeah,
that does make a difference.
That leads me on nicely to the next question, which is what would you say are the kind of the three things about the Lifestyle Marketeer program that you love? What are the kind of three great parts about it?
So obviously yourself, because obviously you created this, I suppose, piece of history. You've created this and you're giving people the opportunity. There's not many people who would, you know, give their knowledge and skills. You know, you could be quite selfish and say, no, this is mine, I do it, I know how I do it, and that's it, and I'm going to take advantage of that. But you're allowing people to use what you've learned over your career to kind of help them, and that's a really lovely thing. So that'll be the first thing. The second thing, I think the group, it's growing, and at first I wasn't sure if that was a good thing or not, but actually it is probably the best thing, because there are just such a wide range of skills of people who've come from such different backgrounds as well. I think what you said, there's 25 different countries represented at the moment or something like that. Yeah. And people have, you know, if I've got a question about construction, then someone said, oh yeah, no, I worked, you know, as a manager in the construction industry, and they can kind of give you some insight about that industry. You know, so there's so much knowledge from people who've just got experience in different areas that I think has really helped other people. And, you know, there's people coming in now new who've only just started a few days ago, and there's people who've been there for 4 months. And so you've got this balance of people who are really experienced with doing what you're doing, and also people that are just coming in. So that the group itself is a great thing, the network that we've got, which I think is really, really good. And I think the other one would be, I think the training itself, like it's, I've seen things like this before, and it's so comprehensive and it's just so detailed that, you know, even if you weren't around for the next 2-3 weeks, you could just follow that and you could really kind of get your teeth into things, perhaps not more technical stuff, but the platform is so diverse and so well put together that, you know, it's almost a guide for dummies, really, isn't it? You could take that away, watch everything 3 times over, and have a pretty good idea about what you're doing in terms of how to go about, you know, building your own business. And you don't just touch upon the adverts. It's about building your business and having the skills to do that, and then what you do in the future and how you scale up. And I like the whole kind of start to finish, rather than just here's some skills, go away and do it. You've kind of gone from start to finish in terms of what is a good model and how it should work. And the good thing is you don't have to go in a particular way. You can take it where you want. And I like that approach.
Good. So final question then, Anish. What would you say now, if there'll most likely be people watching this interview with you who are on the fence, who are still kind of looking at an opportunity like this and thinking, you know, does it sound too good to be true, or, you know, should I get involved? Shouldn't I? So what would you say to somebody who's thinking of joining the program, but hasn't yet taken that leap to jump in?
I think you've just, you know, I know people will be sitting where I was, you know, there's people who are claiming to do this, claiming to do that. You probably find loads of ads. A lot of people are skeptical, which I completely understand, but I think once you watch the training and you go through the initial stages, you'll see a completely different approach to anything that you've ever seen before. If it's a case of, it doesn't matter what your situation is, if you're in desperate need of finding a new career or a new business pathway, that would be great. If you're already working full time, it's great. If you're working part time, it's great. So no matter who you are, there is a way of making this work for you, as long as you're prepared to put in some time in the early stages to make it work. That's the important thing. Don't expect to come into this, go, oh yeah, I'm going to be really rich in a few weeks, unless you work hard. You've got to stick at it. And, you know, if you stick with it for 8, 10, 11 weeks and being persistent with what you taught us, then you'll ultimately will see results and success. And I think that's really important. You know, don't be afraid to work hard to do it. But yeah, certainly, you know, anyone looking to make a difference to their life or kind of give them a new skill set, whatever your reasons might be, it's definitely something I would highly, highly recommend, and as a way to kind of supplement your current, you know, income, or to start from scratch. You know, there's people in the program who've given up everything and just gone with it, and are doing really, really well. There's people who started, who are working, and then have given up their jobs and now done this full time. So, you know, there's people like me who are still working full time and some, and are doing well with it as well. So don't be skeptical. Just click the button and get on the call and make a difference.
Get stuck in.
Yeah.
All good, wicked. Anish, thank you very, very much for your time. Been very, very informative as always. I'll look forward to seeing your progress. Keep ploughing forward, and I'll see you again on another one of these calls, I'm sure, very, very soon.
Yeah, thank you very much for your time.
Top man. Cheers, buddy.
Yeah, see you later.